y'all. I'm so freaking pissed. So freaking pissed. Okay. This morning I did harvest. And I had a Kajari melon ready. Well, no, it wasn't ready because it still looked green. I didn't pick it because it didn't look ready. I went in the house for a couple hours. I just came back out so I can do my potting up video, my cuttings, my seedlings, my whatevers for the plant swap. And I come out here to look for my little tripod. You know. God bless America. These effing squirrels. I'm about to get the gun out. Look at this. There's my little Kajari. There it is. And see, I was seeing green stripes. I wasn't seeing the orange ones, or else I would have picked it this morning when I did my harvest. Oh my God. I'm about to kill some squirrels. I don't like killing things. Anyway. And now I can't find my tripod. My little one. Anyway. All right, bye. That is a terrifyingly large wasp. Oh, there's a bee. That bee startled me a little bit. So yeah, that's a big wasp. She is digging a hole in the mud, or in the dirt there, right in front of me. I'm assuming she's one of those wasps that, you know, they will sting or paralyze a large insect of some sort, like a large spider, or it could be one of those cicada wasps. I think the cicada wasps are a lot bigger than that though. But anyway, they kill something. They don't kill it. They leave it alive and they paralyze it and they put it in a hole and then they lay their eggs on it. And then when their eggs hatch, their eggs have live, fresh food. I know. That's fun. Anyway. All right. So I'm out here. Hold on. Hi, I'm out here. And, what we're gonna do now is I need to pot up some things for the plant swap, and I need to clear off this table, and there are things on this table for and from the last plant swap. So I have, pardon. So stuff like this redbud tree that I never potted up, I will be potting up my redbud tree. It's just the cutest thing, cutest little thing. It's still alive. And then for the next plant swap, I'll be potting up all these pups from my donkey ears. And I have these cute little cups, so I'm gonna put them in. And then I brought out a bunch of other cups and 4-inch pots, you know, nursery pots and things, little ones, so that I can take some cuttings. We're gonna do a lot of cuttings. One thing that I was trying to figure out how to do is how to fill these things with soil, because I only have 1.5 bags of Landscaper's Pride left, and I honestly don't want to use my good soil to pot up things that I'm going to give away to strangers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take a section of the potager that I'm not using right now, one of the shadier beds over here, and I'm just going to start digging and filling up my cups from that area. And I think that's probably the best idea right now. So many vehicles, so loud. Anyway, I think that's the best idea. So I'm gonna sit and have a drink. And try to cool off for a minute. I do have some water as well. Okay. So let me imbibe some beverages for a minute. Have some music. If I can hear your music like 3 houses over, is it too loud? They're at least a block away. Okay. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike. I don't know the song, but YouTube might. Okay, I'll be back. This table is so dirty. There's a seedling growing out of the dirt on it. Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun? To be free, be away, big breath that you can't fake once you've begun. Press my face to the back, all the pillars that stack, and hold up the sun.
It's a red wasp nest in there. I'm gonna close it back up. Okay, I don't think y'all could see that because I had it in time lapse. But a red wasp just came down out of that umbrella. It just came down gently and dropped a maggot. It dropped a larva on the table. Like it said, we don't want you here. It just evicted a maggot. Wow. Right to that opening there. And it didn't even come all the way out. It came to the edge of the umbrella and dropped the maggot. I'm assuming it's a wasp larva, or is it food that it brought for its babies and the babies didn't want it? The larva's still alive. So I don't know if it's wasp larva, if it's some sort of larva of the wild that it was feeding to its young. That's crazy. Today's crazy. Today's been crazy. Oh my gosh, there's a bee on my houseplant flower, the spider plant. Have you ever seen flowers on a spider plant before? Yeah, they're pretty cool. So, and obviously bees like them too. I never would have guessed. Anyway, that is a flower of a spider plant and bees like it. There you go. It's a weird day. It's a weird day, okay? Anyway. But I don't know if I want to sit at this table and film if wasps are just gonna randomly come down and drop bodies. Also, I don't know if it's safe to sit here because wasps normally don't bother me in the garden at all because they're busy doing other things. They really only bother you if you're by their nest. I'm by their nest. I don't know what to do with that. Okay. Okay. Having wasps in this umbrella right here is probably going to be problematic. He's already run me off a couple of times coming down, besides dropping off his baby that he didn't want, like it's the freaking fire department. Anyway, all right, so I have my containers filled with soil. I have a lot of them labeled, not all of them. So I'm going to start with these donkey ears. These little pups are just precious. Some of them have matured and have some little spots on them. That's kind of fun. But the little roots used to be pink, and I think they got a little moldy and a little dry because I wasn't really watering these pieces like I should. I mean, they're wet now because we had rain, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to nestle them ever so gently in these little cups that say donkey ears. Just going to make a little hole with my finger, and I'm just going to set that root right in there, and I'm I guess I'm gonna firm it down just a little bit, but you don't really need to do much with these succulents. Just set it in there, you know, and I'm not gonna have to water it that often either. And we're just gonna see how long it takes them to take root. That looks like a couple of pups. That's okay, we're gonna put it in here. I'm just gonna make a little indentation, not a deep hole, it's basically just an indentation. And I'm just gonna set it down in there. Make sure it has good contact. It doesn't have to be buried. I'm not burying the seedling. I'm just making sure that bottom part has good contact with the soil. And I don't know if I have the energy to do anything else today. It's already after 5 o'clock. It's probably almost 6 o'clock now. I didn't realize how late it was when I came back out, so. What I'll do, these should only take a second to pot up. Well, that one doesn't want to touch the dirt. That was something that exploded. You never know around here. Okay, all right, there's that one. After I do these real quick, I'm gonna go take some cuttings of the passion vine. And the dogs are now scared because they hate explosions. Okay, all right, I'll take you inside. Okay, let's go inside. Let's go see Daddy. I'll be back. Weird day. Weird day. Okay, I have 8. And that's pretty good for right now. I'm starting to get a headache in my neck. Like the muscles in my neck all of a sudden are like getting really tight and really strained. So I don't know if I'm overheated. I don't know. But we're gonna come back out here tomorrow and finish this before I start on the next thing that I was hoping to get accomplished today. And it just never works out. It just never works out that I'm out here for like the 12 hours that I wish I could be. Anyway. All right, guys. Well, I will see you tomorrow. Bye. All right, good morning, y'all. So I have clipped some passion vine, and I wanted to make sure you guys were aware when you are clipping things to root via cuttings, make sure you don't try to root them upside down. I think I did that a couple of times with some Peggy Martin rose cuttings. Right now I have the cut ends up so that I know this is the end that's going in the dirt, not that end. Because when you're cutting something like a vine, both ends look the same. Tip. Anyway, so it is Sunday morning. It is a little bit sweaty already. So quickly, very quickly, I am going to get these cuttings in this soil, and we will move on to the next plant that I need to get into soil and move on to the next plant, and we're just gonna keep this moving, okay? Because it's gonna be hot, so. You wanna strip everything off the bottom, okay? And what I would like to do is get 2 nodes. So there's a node here where I stripped off leaves, and there's a node here where I'm gonna strip off leaves. I wanna get 2 nodes under the dirt. And I can't because this isn't deep enough. Okay, maybe I can if I lean it. If I angle it, I'll get 2 under there. Okay, here we go. Now these are labeled Gara, so I'm gonna have to change that. I thought I would be doing the Gara first, and I'm not. So I will fix the labels. So there's one. I will trim off the flowers because they just pull energy. I will take off this top stick here, cut it off right there at the node. And then sometimes you can cut the leaves in half just so that they don't lose too much water. I don't know how important it is with this one. I've had really good success with these rooting like really easily, so I'm not using rooting hormone today because I've had really good success with the passion vine, and I've had really good success with Gara. You just stick it in the ground. So I will come back to you when these are done, and we will do some Gara.
Yes, I'll come back to you. No, I won't ask where you run under the sun. Yes, I'll come back to you. No, I won't ask where you run under the sun.
Okay, 15. I've got 15 in the cups, and I think that's a good start for right now. I can always take more later, but I need to keep moving. So these 15 are done. Let's go over to the Gara and take a inconsequential amount of cuttings. This thing's a beast. Let's go look at it.
Under the sun. Yes, I'll come back to you. No, I won't ask where you run under the sun. Yes, I'll come back to you.
This is my Gara. She be crazy. She be large. Okay, she be magnificent. But I can't have it. Can't have her in all her glory. So we're gonna take some cuttings. I wish I could leave, branches like this that have the most blooms, but she's right in, the way of the walkway. Is this one of the ones I could leave? Maybe I could prop that one up. No, you know what? We're not. Okay. So with a cutting like this, with the Gara, I still need to know which way is up for sure. But there's not as much of a gap in between nodes. So when I cut a piece, say like this, all I would do is grab maybe, so those cups are maybe 4 inches, 3.5, 4 inches tall. So I would go up to about right here, maybe, and just strip it, okay? Now you have, multiples of nodes. And then I would probably clip it at an angle right here, okay? That way I know this goes in the dirt, this is the top, okay? So we're gonna do this a bunch of times, okay? A bunch. Also, I wanted to let you know that this Gara, the further you go down the stem, the woodier it's gonna be. So it's gonna get really thick and woody. But some of these side shoots here, that's its own cutting, okay? All of these more mature side shoots, that's their own thing. So that makes things a lot easier. Like honestly, this one stem is probably a third, if not half of the cuttings that I'm gonna take for this swap. There you go, yeah. And the woodier ones, in my experience, have rooted just as easily as the younger, more pliable stems. The woody stems really do okay, they really do. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna finish up with these cuttings here, and I'll come back to you. Well, behind me is a very dark cloud with thunder. So I was looking at the radar, and it says, heavy rain and thunderstorms in 25 minutes. It said that several times yesterday as well, and we didn't get a drop of rain. So, So I'm gonna keep going. It's literally right there. It's right there. Is it gonna hit me? I don't know. Is there thunder? Yes. Which means there's lightning. Yes. But I don't know. Is it gonna miss us? I'm gonna at least get some of this Gara planted. All of my stuff is in this basket. So if I need to run, I'll grab the basket and go. Okay. These are done. I need more cups filled with soil, and I need to fill these up with soil higher. But the clouds are moving right over us. So, I know. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go in for a minute and just do some editing. I have things I can do. Gotta refill my wine anyway. I want it cooled off nicely. Oh, this is so nice. If I wasn't afraid of getting struck by lightning, I would keep working out here because now it feels wonderful. All right, well, I'm gonna go inside and I'll be back. So down here, that pretty little acid green plant right there. Let's do some lantana, variegated lantana called Samantha. And if it rains on me, fine. But I feel like it's not gonna do anything if I'm in the house. If I come out here and it jinxes it where I have to go in, well, then at least I'm getting some damn rain. You hear it? Yeah, do something already. Actually, I shouldn't tempt fate like that. You hear that, Pickles? It's thundering. Yeah, I needed to do something about it. It's raining. Not going in. It's not raining hard enough yet. I feel like you have to call the universe's bluff sometimes in order to make things happen that you want. And actually, it's raining pretty good right now. All right, we're gonna go in, but I'll be back. I'm back. I'm back. The weather refuses to let me be great. Refuses. That's fine. Whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna put these last few bits into their soil. And then I'm gonna turn off the camera. And I'm just gonna pull weeds, okay? Enjoy the rest of my Sunday while it thunders. But not rain very much. Anyway, whatever. Whatever. All right, y'all. This right here is a great start, okay? That's a good start, I think. We've got donkey ears, we've got, you know, passion vine, we've got Gara, and we've got lantana. It's by no means everything that I want to bring, but it's a good start for this weekend. I'm gonna turn off the camera, and I think I'm gonna pull weeds. It's nice and cool. I've obviously had too much to drink. I have had a lot today, okay? I don't feel like this video was very long because I feel like I did nothing today. But anyway, all right, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.